graphic designer helps visually communicate a client's message to its audience, so stakeholder groups, members of the public, niche interests. It's about getting their message across in the best possible way to try and influence their audience to do or feel or think what they want them to. On a more practical level, that's usually through things like branding, which are its logos, annual reports, brochures, websites, advertising campaigns, usually visual things that hopefully stimulate the public into thinking and changing how they think about things. Core skills to have is an ability to draw. You don't have to be an artist, but being able to sketch and be able to communicate your idea to people is key. Being able to come up with great ideas and come up with a lot of ideas as well that are relevant is also a core part of the job. Learning to be able to write, both in terms of interest but also grammar, spelling, punctuation, core aspects, and these will, obviously this will help you with pretty much any job you go for, but they're very much key to it. Obsessive, almost manic level of attention to detail, because that will go a long way of impressing people, and it means that your work will be better than so many other people's work as well. Key things, certainly do things like try and read a lot, watch the news, read newspapers, go to art galleries and museums, try and see what's going on in the world outside of things that you're interested in, have an opinion on things that are going on, because all this is scary how much comes and is filtered into the work that you do, and how you'll suddenly get a project that is about something you know nothing about. It's great to know a little about an awful lot of things. It means it's spread very thin, but you know enough that you can tap into it for a whole wide range of projects, and you don't get that unless you are interested in a lot of things and you're open to a lot of stimuli on it. And that's a core thing for design. Obviously have great work. Without it, you're not going to find yourself at an interview, but have great work. If there's any bit of work in there that you're slightly concerned about, redo it or take it out. Don't show up to an interview with work that you're not happy with. Have a real interest, a passion, try and communicate that, come across, allow the other person to speak, but make sure that they know that you're really keen as mustard on the subject and about the company and the work and whatever it is you're talking about. Be polite, remember the company name, the individual's name, obvious things, but they really do matter. Being punctual, if you don't know where it is, if you're worried, turn up, find it 15 minutes before the interview time, don't knock on the door, just go around the corner and hang around, but at least then you know that you're there and you're going to be on time, because there's nothing worse than turning up 20 minutes late or getting a voicemail from someone or a text saying, oh, I'm sorry, running late, bad trains, all this. It's like, not a great first impression. In terms of magazines, it's Creative Review, which is a classic. Design Week is now only a blog, but well worth a look. Other websites Under Consideration, which is great for branding. Campaign is great because it covers the larger marketing sector, so PR, advertising, as well as design elements as well. Magazine is great from a bit more of a thought process to how design works and how it communicates. It's always good. Baseline is really good. Its core thing is typography, so that'll really get you interested in the typography side of things. But Google graphic design blogs, there are millions of them. Bloodybigspider is a graphic design agency, and we've been going for knocking on 10 years now. I set it up out of freelancing when I was working full-time at another design agency, so I was moonlighting in the evenings and weekends and lunch hours and sneaking out for phone calls with clients during the day. All very awkward, but lots of doctor's appointments. But over time, my personal clients grew, and both in terms of quantity and in terms of monetary value, and it got to the point where I could sort of push that full-time and give up the full-time job working for someone else to go do it working for myself, and over time that grew from me and grew more into a company.